Okay, so hello guys, and very good evening to one and all present here. Today, 𝗍cie𝗶𝗹 has stepped up as a host for the day, and today we have a new guy. Surprisingly, he's from Pakistan, and I'm very glad to introduce him to all of you. So I will request 𝗍𝗲𝗋 to please give a brief introduction about yourself.
I am 𝗍𝗲𝗋 from Punjab, Pakistan, and I am a master intern in Rahimir Khan.
Okay, tell us about your hobbies. I mean, what do you like to do?
Uh, Basically, I like coding to
Okay.
learn, explore new things, see tech videos on YouTube.
Okay. So tell us that what are the famous places in Pakistan? I'm very eager to know, and I believe that audience are also eager to know famous places in Pakistan.
Um, a lot of famous places in different cities that they has on different places.
Okay. So if we want to come to the Pakistan, so what will you recommend us to visit? I mean, what is the most famous place?
Most famous Minare Pakistan is famous in Pakistan in
Okay.
Lahore.
Okay. Okay. So tell us something about your family. I mean, who are there and what is their occupation, if you're comfortable.
Yeah, my father is a teacher, and
Okay.
I have four brothers and sisters. They are also studying.
Wow, nice. Your father is a teacher. I believe you guys are very disciplined. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, how do you came to know about our group?
From YouTube, I watch every video on YouTube.
Okay, okay. So, I mean, who's your favorite speaker?
Vishal bhai.
Vishal. Okay. He's good for nothing. Just joking. So, I mean, you have came to know about from YouTube, and how did you? I mean, insisted him because he's from India and you're from Pakistan. How did you insisted him to join the group
From LinkedIn.
from LinkedIn? Okay, nice. Okay, so you are here with us for interview purpose. I hope you know the topic.
Yeah, inheritance, prototype inheritance.
Yes, it is. And one more question, a follow-up question, just for my information. If you would get a chance to visit India, which place would you visit?
Um, Delhi,
Delhi. Delhi in Delhi, what? What
because I
address?
have because I have many friends in Delhi. I want to meet with them.
Okay, okay. So pause the recording. Okay. So if anyone else also have questions to ask to Mir, he or she can ask him. Karan,
Yeah.
you want to ask? Okay, you. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Basically, I want to ask one question. This is genuine question. Yeah. So my question is, I really love a singer. One Pakistani singer. Pakistani singer are basically very famous in India. So one of my favorite singer is Atif Aslam. Atif Aslam is
Yes, Atif.
I yeah I love Atif Aslam. Since
Pause, pause.
from my childhood days. What is there something? What
Your
should we
voice is
want?
breaking, Vishal bhai.
Yeah.
There's some internet issue.
Yeah,
Yeah, internet issue. I
there
can't hear.
actually there is some internet issue in my side. Yeah. So is my voice is clear now?
Yes, clear.
Yeah. Well, so basically, uh, Atif Aslam is one of my favorite singers since my childhood days. So I wanted to know which hero or which singer you love the most I mean Indian singers. and as well as Pakistani actors and singers.
In India, Ajit
Who
Singh
you
is my
love the
favorite.
most? Yeah, he's evergreen singer. And yeah, favorite actor also.
My favorite actor was Sushant Singh Rajput, and he's no more.
Oh, yeah,
He was my favorite.
he's no, yeah. So I expect that you could love Shah Rukh Khan or Salman Khan in India.
No, no, I don't watch them. Shah Rukh Khan and Salman.
Uh, have you watched any Indian movies? What is your favorite Indian
Indian movies.
movies? Any Indian movie? Yeah.
Indian movies. I watched 12 Fail movie there last month.
Don't fail. Yeah.
12 Fail, yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Umesh. So basically, yeah, this is what I want to ask you. One more question that I also wanted to know. Actually, the name is not recalling in my mind, but basically, is one of a female singer in Pakistan uh, who sang a song like the song name is Afreen Afreen. Have you heard that song? Afreen
In,
with
yeah, he had in Coke Studio, I think.
yeah, the Coke Studio song. So yeah, this is also my favorite one.
Nice.
Yeah. So have you guys, if you want to ask anything to Umair, you guys
I have
can
a
ask
question.
Umair.
I have a question from Umair. Umair, like there in India, there is great recursion period going on in this industry, like this IT industry. So what is the what is the environment there in Pakistan? Is there any recursion or something like that in IT
Yeah,
industry?
same as India environment.
Okay,
But
so there is
tech
also
industry is not growing too much
okay
as
in
compared to
Pakistan.
India. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So there's lack of software engineers, or there are many software engineers there?
There are software engineer, but but you can say industries are not growing.
Okay, okay. Industries are not
They
growing.
are not,
Okay. So have you like you want to go outside from Pakistan for work, or you like it is you are gonna do the same thing in Pakistan only? Like what is your future plans? Is
future
there any
plan.
future plan?
I want to go to outside the Pakistan.
Okay.
Where do
Where?
you
In
want to
India
go?
or something out something where US or something like that?
Uh, Dubai or
Okay,
USA.
Dubai.
In
Okay,
which
okay.
country? Like, which is your favorite country? Where do you want to go if you got a chance?
Dubai, Dubai, he said, na?
Dubai.
Right,
So,
right,
yeah.
right. Great, great. So it's really nice to meet you, Umair.
Done, everyone?
So anybody else? Umair, you can also ask anything, whatever you want to ask. I mean, whatever you feel like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to ask or I stop the recording?
No. Continue recording. I have no
I
question.
mean,
Okay.
You have no question. Okay.
you have no
Uh,
question?
ex-
Okay.
No.
So,
Actually, start. Yeah. So yeah, I'm saying that Umair, I have lots of several questions is coming into my mind. But now you are practicing with us daily. So rest of the question I will ask you uh, tomorrow. So yeah, that's it. Now I think yeah. So Priya, now you can take over.
so hello guys and very good evening. So as I am the host for the day and the topic is prototype and inheritance, and you guys will be asked 4 questions per head. So be prepared. I can ask you HTML CSS questions as well. And today Umair will also answer. I mean also participate in the interview. Okay. So very first question goes to Maheen. Maheen, explain me what is prototype.
So basically, what is prototype? Prototype is a method in a constructor function that we can create just new properties or a method by using prototype. So this is what answer.
Okay, can you explain me in detail what is prototype?
Yeah, prototype is this in constructor function. We can create a new property or new method by using dot prototype method itself. Like I have a constructor function with name person, and I need to add a new property or a method in a that particular constructor function itself. So I write like person dot prototype dot the name what I want to give the key dot key equal to if I want to give a what I want to add property, so I need to write there any string any what I want to value, but not function. If I want to create a method, so just I need to pass the anonymous function. So this is what the
Okay.
prototype.
One line which I was expecting you from is this, that a prototype is a property of object. If that object do not have the prototype, then definitely it will throw you undefined. So this line somewhere you missed.
Prototype is the method related to
Yeah,
constructor
method.
function itself.
No, I'm not asking prototype method. I just ask you prototype word. So there it comes. Okay.
Okay, so I know
Okay.
practically, so I answer this.
Yeah, no issues. So now the question is for Amit. Amit, can you tell me the difference between proto and prototype?
Okay, so proto and prototype two, these two are keys of any object inside object. So what proto is? Proto is a hidden property of any object. Take it any object. It is particularly hidden for a user, but it is there. What proto holds is it holds the prototype object of that. I mean the parent object from the child from where the child has been derived. I mean, if we take parent object and child object, then the child object's proto property will point to the prototype of the parent object. So from that proto property only, it inherits the properties from the parent object. So every object has a proto property which is hidden by default, and that proto property is basically pointing to the prototype property of the parent objects of it. So these were the proto and prototype.
Okay, well answered. Now the question is for Tiwari. Please unmute yourself. Tell me what is prototype inheritance?
Yeah. So basically prototype is a like other hidden method which and whatever the things we have like object string or list whatever we have, so these have their hidden method that we can also use. So these methods or functions called uh, uh, prototypes. That's proto. Basically prototypes is a prototype by which we can make any thing whatever we want to make, any raw or structure of anything. So first we have a prototype and then we will make something. This is the prototype and prototype inheritance. So whenever we can able to inherit anything with other class to other class, this is called inheritance. With the help of inheritance, we can use other class and object things into other class and objects. This is called inheritance. With the help of uh, inherit, we can use all the properties of other class into other classes, like other objects properties also we can use another object with the help of inheritance. So inheritance allows us to use other classes and objects inside other classes and objects. Basically, this is what I know. Yeah.
Okay. It simply means that the object which has child, then child will inherit the property of parent. That is inheritance. Okay. So now the question is for Karan. Karan, can you just tell me that if I remove default prototype in JavaScript, then what will happen?
Default prototype.
Yeah. As every object has the prototype,
Right.
I mean, their
Yeah,
personal properties which are hidden,
Yeah.
which we can use.
Yeah.
Okay. If I remove that properties, if I delete those properties, then what will be happening? Can you
Okay.
explain me?
Okay, if we remove that prototype default from every object which is present in our JavaScript, so basically what is the thing now? Our JavaScript is made up on constructor functions and those prototypes only. So there are different methods, so which we can simply use with a new keyword. We can call any array or any object. We can create any object with a new keyword only with the help of those prototype. If we just remove that property from JavaScript only, then a JavaScript, like we can't create any object or any array or anything with new keyword, which makes our code more long and more difficult to understand. So that is the issue which can raise, because if we remove that from JavaScript.
Yeah. So simply you mean to say that we can lose the access to the functional properties of constructor functions. Yeah, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So now the question goes to Vijayalakshmi. Vijayalakshmi, can you tell me how can I delete, or I mean, I can delete any prototype or not? If yes, then how can I do? What is the syntax of it?
Means you are asking by default or in general, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
I don't know.
yeah,
It is method is there is a present or not. I don't know. But I am creating only.
Okay, okay, no issues. I'll ask you some other questions. Can you tell me what are semantic tags in HTML and CSS?
Semantic tag is a self-declaring tags. That is newly added tags is header, footer, nav tag, and also we can set table and the title also semantic tag. And only is a semantic tag is that will be self-declaring. In that tag is the meaning is present. That is known as a semantic tag.
Okay. Now the question is for Mahit. Mahit, can you tell me, can I use arrow functions in prototype? If yes, then how? If not, then why not?
So basically, we can use arrow function, but there is a condition when we need to make a this. We need to use the this keyword, so we can't use the arrow function. But when we need to don't use the this keyword, so we can use the arrow function. But the difference between use arrow function and use normal function is that by using normal function, we can use this keyword which is referred to that particular object or consider function. But by using arrow function, we can't use this keyword because the arrow function has not that open this content while regular function has. So when we need to use this keyword, so we need to use don't need to use the arrow function. We should use the regular function.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, it is possible, but because of this scope, we can't do that, right? Okay. Now the question is for Umair. Umair, why we say JavaScript is a dynamic prototype? Why do we say it?
Dynamic means?
Dynamic means changing nature, not fixed, not constant. I mean, always changing. That is the meaning of dynamic.
Yes, JavaScript is a dynamic programming language.
Yeah, but why? Why do we say dynamic prototype language?
I can't understand your question clearly.
Okay, so I'm asking you that JavaScript has dynamic prototype. Why do we say it that it is dynamic prototype? Why can't I say that JavaScript has a constant prototype? Why?
No, I see.
No idea. Okay,
No,
let me
no
answer.
answer.
Yeah. We call it a dynamic prototype because we can add and we can delete the objects which are there in the prototype. Okay, so that's why it is dynamic. It would have been called constant if we don't had the access to delete or add any object in it. But because of prototype delete method, we can delete and we can also add the objects in the prototype. Okay, so that's why it is known as dynamic. Okay, so now the question is for Tiwari again. Can you explain me the meaning of this keyword?
Yeah. Basically this keyword refers to their parent object. I'll give you one I'll give you one example where we can use this. Like we have a object, and inside the object we have another object like we have a object method. So inside object method we use this keyword. So this keyword refers to their parent object, like parent object. Inside that object we have a key. Inside that key we have an other object like a value. So this is called object method. And inside object method we use dot this keyword. So this keyword refers to the first object that we have. So this is this keyword and also we say usually use this keyword in object methods and constructor functions. So yeah.
Okay. One follow-up question for you. If I am typing something, okay, and I have used this keyword, and I want to create some new objects using, like we have to create an object using this, and then we can console.log like new, and inside it we write the properties. Okay. So if I remove that new keyword, then what will be the happening?
Yeah, if we remove new keyword, so we don't get the like properties of new instance, whatever we want to create. So new
Yeah.
keyword is mandatory to include. With the help of new keyword, we can get several instance of that object, whatever we want.
Yeah,
Like
right. If we remove
basically,
the
new
new
keyword
keyword,
is
then definitely
mandatory.
there will be no result.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mandatory. Okay. Now the question is for Amit again. So Amit, can you tell me the purpose of prototype object in JavaScript?
Okay, the purpose of prototype object. So as I told that every object has a proto property in it, which points to the prototype objects of its parent object. So what if we don't have the prototype object? Then since the prototypes are the only one property through which a prototype chain can be formed to different objects. So if we don't have that prototype, then it will probably break that chain, and we won't be able to inherit the properties and other properties from other objects. So this is the only reason why we have prototypes in JavaScript. Prototype are there to make that prototype chain. So yeah, so if we remove that prototype object from each and every object, or if we don't have the prototype in object, then we won't be able to make that chain, and in this way we won't be able to inherit the properties and methods from other objects.
Okay, well answered. Now the question is for Umair again, because he wasn't able to answer the last question. Can you tell me, can I modify the properties of prototype? If yes, then what is the syntax of it?
Modify.
Yeah, modify means to add.
Using object.create method, we can create.
No. I'm not asking in JavaScript construct. I'm asking you in prototype. Like in prototype, if I want to modify something, then how I can do that?
Modify. We can make a function.
No.
And add.
Let me explain you. If there is an object already present in my browser, okay, and I want to add some more properties in it, like there is already object and I want to add a key in it, like my name, okay, then how can I do that? What is the syntax of it? Okay, no issues. I'll ask you something else. No issues. Can you tell me that in HTML and CSS, there is a document, and in that document, there are some default things like doc type HTML, and after it, there is EN type English or HTML or anything, like there can be anything. Can you tell me what is the purpose of those things? What is the meaning?
Basically, these things are used by for purpose of SEO, for better because Google use these tags, meta tags, for SEO, and Google will rank.
Okay. If you have talked about SEO, can you tell me in brief what is SEO?
SEO is search engine optimization. When we make a website in HTML, we can add the tags in meta like what the purpose of this website and Google this use keyword to rank our site.
Okay. So now the question is for Karan. Karan, tell me what is prototype chain?
Okay. So as everyone knows that prototype are simply the methods which are inside the object that we can't see. We only see them in console only. So these are hidden methods. Okay, and prototype chain is the like how can we add different methods to different object only. Like if we are working on any big project, like we are working on any website and we are giving updates on the regular basis, like we are giving updates on monthly basis. So we are creating prototype chain there. Like first we give this update, then we don't have to write this code again. Like we don't have to create that object again. So what we do, we simply use constructor function, and inside that constructor function we use that old prototype. We will access those properties from that with the help of prototype only. So that is the prototype chain. Like we are adding new methods and we are also storing it. So that is prototype chain.
Okay. So a follow-up question for you, that if I want to access the property of any object and that object is
Yeah.
not getting that particular property, then what will the answer will be of browser
Okay.
if that
What are you
property is
saying?
not found?
Okay, if that property is not found,
Yeah, then what
then
my browser will throw?
it will show undefined, I think.
Are you sure?
I am not confirmed about it.
Shall I
But
lock your answer?
no, please, like lock it. But I think I know it, but I'm not remembering it right now.
Okay. So the question is passed to Amit. Amit, please explain.
Yeah, could you repeat the question once again?
Yeah, sure. So, as Karan has already said that prototype chain help us to recall the properties which are already being added. Okay. So, if I want to find a particular property of the object and I am not getting that property, then what will be the answer of my browser?
Okay, so so the process will be like this. If we have one object and we are accessing one property which is not there in the object itself, so since we have a prototype chain pre-built, so it will look at its prototype, like whatever prototype it has. So let's say we have three prototype I mean object 1, object 2, object 3, and we are accessing a property from object 3 which is not there. So since these three objects are linked with a prototype chain, so it will look at the prototype of object 3, which is object 2. Again, if it is not able to find there, again it will move up one level and it will look for at object 1. If it is there, it will simply access that. But if it is not there, then it will go to the root object, which is the object, inbuilt object in JavaScript. So most of the times it is already there, but if it is not there, then it will give us undefined. Otherwise, in between the way, if it is able to find it, then it will surely give us the value.
Yeah, well answered. Yeah, that it will throw us undefined, because undefined simply means the object property is there, but somehow it is not finding that property. Okay. So now the question is for Vijay Lakshmi. Vijay Lakshmi, can you tell me what is the use of grid properties of CSS and what are the benefits of grid property over flex properties of CSS?
Great property.
Yeah, grid. Have you?
I have not used that. Sorry.
Okay, you haven't used. Okay, I'll pass the question to Umair. Umair, can you tell me what is the grid property in CSS and what are the benefits of grid property over flex?
Grid property is used to make a layout. Like we can make I want to make 3 by 3 boxes. So we can use the grid. Like we have 8 by 8 column, 6 by 8. So our flex, we can achieve this thing, but in difficult ways. We can use grid property, grid column, grid template rows, and grid template column to make such things.
Okay. What are the benefits of grid over flex?
Basically, in flex, it is difficult to achieve these things. We have like three divs, 3 by 2s.
Okay, so I'll pass the question to Vishal. Can you tell me what are the benefits of grid over flex? Please explain me in detail.
Yeah. So basically, we have two properties. One is flex and second is grid. These two properties we have in CSS. So when we want to arrange any boxes in only one X directions, so we can use flex property. With the help of flex, we can arrange all the things in one direction. Whatever we want to, whatever direction we want to arrange that. Or if we want to arrange several boxes, so we use separate boxes in both the direction, x-axis and y-axis. So we can use grid property. Basically, with the help of grid property, we can achieve all the things, whatever we can't achieve with the help of flex easily. So grid is more powerful property, we can say. With the help of grid, we can do whatever we want to do. But with the help of flex, we can do a particular things only. We can't achieve all the things with the help of flex, because flex is not so much powerful things, you can say. With the help of flex, we can arrange on a one direction. So flex is a 2D property, you can say, and grid is a 3D property. With the help of grid, we can arrange it dynamically 3D in a 3D way. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So basically, one answer which I was expecting from you guys was this, that grid has got more benefits in comparison to Flexbox, because while creating the media query, it's very helpful if you use grid properties. It will automatically give the repetitions like in full size, like it is 3, then it is very easier to set it like 1 and comma 1 FR in repeat properties of grid. So in media query, it's very beneficial in comparison to Flex. Okay, now the question is, whose turn it is this? Please pause the recording. So we are done with 2 rounds. Now it's the third round. So the question goes to Karan. Karan, can you tell me that do all objects have the prototype? If yes, then how? Please explain it.
Okay. Okay. Every object have its own prototype. Okay. Just the thing is, it is empty, and we can add on different prototype inside that. Okay. We can make prototype chain, like the recent question of mine. We can create prototype chain. We can create many parent objects. Inside that, we can create many prototypes as a child. So that is the thing. Every object have their own prototype.
Okay, well answered. So if some object do not have their prototype, then what will be the answer of my browser?
If any if it don't have, so it will simply give that prototype name, and if we just open it, it will just show us like there is only thing prototype written only, so it is empty basically.
Okay, then it will give you null.
Yeah, empty, no? Right.
Null, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, empty null.
Okay, second question is for Mahin. Mahin, can you tell me what is shadowing in JavaScript with reference to program? Shadowing.
Sorry, I'm not familiar with, and I'm not listen before you.
Okay, no issues. Amit, are you able to answer what is shadowing property in prototype? No. Okay.
In prototype?
Yeah, in prototype reference. What is shadowing?
Give me another question.
Okay,
yeah,
if I have a hint, can I give?
Okay.
Shadowing, basically, shadowing is like if we give some object a property, and we are creating new object, and we are just taking some properties from that previous object. Okay, but we are not taking that the present that property also. So that is shadowing of that property. We can use it later.
Yeah, well answered. That was the expected answer, that if you're not giving the property, then definitely it will take the property of other object and on which reference you have created. That is known as shadowing. It simply shadows up the property of other object. Okay.
Sorry for introduction.
Yeah. Please pause.
Are you asking a shallow clone? That is one.
Pause the recording. Which tool? Okay. So the answer has been given by Karan. Now the question is going to Vijay Lakshmi, can you tell me that in CSS, if I'm setting a media query, right? So what can be the different ways to set the media query?
first thing, I don't know media query. I am not used. I am only used the basic things. And sorry about that.
Okay, okay. The question is being passed to Mahin. Mahin, can you tell me the syntax of setting media query in CSS and what is the use of it? Because Vijay Lakshmi wants to know.
Okay, so first of all, talk about the syntax. So first we need to iterate media and then space and the screen and also and the parentheses. In that parentheses we need to pass the width of the particular devices. Like if I want to manage my device, manage my website in a small device like a phone and tablet. So in this way we need to use media query. It means media query helps us to make our website responsive. We can make it for our we can use our, if we want to use our website in mobile, so we can use media query, and in media query we can set the min width and next width to set that our website. And for the so this is the best use cases of the media query.
Okay, well answered. So media query is set to make the page responsive so that user can open that particular website in any device he or she is using. It can be tablet, it can be PC, and it can be as well as mobile. That's why media query is important to be set it in your website. Okay, so well answered, Mahin. So now the question is going to Amit. Amit, I'm going to ask you something related to Git. Can you tell me what is the use of Git and GitHub?
Yes. So Git and GitHub. Firstly, Git stands for I don't know what it stands for, but I definitely know the use case of it. So whenever we make applications, we definitely wants to memorize the versions or the methods or features we included in that version. So whenever we install Git, we don't need to manually do it. Git has the Git take care of it. It just knows the versions, it knows the features that we are developing over the period of time. Let's say in time A we introduce some features, Git remembers it. When we include some more features in it, Git also remembers. So Git can be called as a logger of our application. It logs all the versions, it logs all the features, it all logs all the errors as well, so that in future if we want to refer to our old versions, our old features, then we simply do that. And talking about the GitHub, so GitHub is basically a simple platform where we can store our code, and it also helps us to log the features, just like GitHub, just like Git. So Git and GitHubs are two different tools. Git is a tool that logs our development phases, and GitHub is a platform where we store our code, and it also partially does the same thing as Git, but it also stores your codes as well. Yeah.
Okay, well answered. It is basically used to debug the code when you guys can only share your files while online. GitHub is a very useful tool for it. Okay, so now the question is for Umair. Umair, can you tell me data types in JavaScript?
Basically, there are data types: string, object, let, integer. Sorry, not let var, integer, array, null, and defined.
Okay. What is the use of that data types? I mean, where we can use that type of this data? Why it is useful?
It is useful when because if we because if we have number, and if I want to
Hello. Please pause the recording. Umair, answer the question. Data types in JavaScript.
I answer there let data type integer, string, object, array.
What is the use of
Undefined.
data types
because we know that type, whether it's integer, string, undefined, null.
Okay. So can you, a follow-up question for you. Can you tell me formatting tags in HTML?
Formatted tag,
Yeah.
formatting like br,
Yeah. And what else?
formatting br, and I think br,
Italic tag?
italic, br for bold, and br and b tag for bold,
Yeah.
and
I for
underline tag,
italic. Yeah, underline tag.
underline.
And okay, so these are called formatting tags because they help you create the format without use of CSS. The follow-up
Yes,
tags are p tag, as you informed, italic, subscript, and superscript.
superscript.
Yeah. So these all are formatting tags. Okay. Okay. Can you tell me about how do we specify a link in HTML? Link.
From me question,
Yeah. Same question to you.
uh, link tag in HTML.
Yeah.
We can use a tag for links to redirect the user to another page or another website, and inside a tag we can pass href, and inside the href we can pass the link, and another method is target underscore blank.
Yeah. Okay. Well answered. So now the question goes to Tiwari. Tiwari, please, are you there?
Yeah, I am there because basically meeting is going to be end. So can we date another meet?
No. We'll just end up in a while. Last question is to be asked to you, then I'll wind up.
Okay.
Okay. So can you give me in brief that what are the key aspects to build a website?
What are the key aspects to build a website? Basically, whenever we think to build a website, so we have we need to think in several perspectives like front end, back end, and data type. What are the data type we use? What is our front end? Basically, for making front end, we usually use HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. With the help of these things, we make our front end. We have several options for our to make like fetch data. So we have several options, and also we have several options for making a backend of that web page. So yeah, that's it. What I
Okay, well answered. So today's meeting, I'm going to wind up here and only. And my shout out goes to Karan because today he answered all the questions and somewhere he only got stuck. So my big shout out to him. And guys, please keep on learning and stay connected with us and throw your comments that who spoke well. And also, if you think that there is something which can be improved, please let us know. And stay healthy, stay tuned with us. Till then, tata, bye bye.
Bye.